Hello, everyone. How are you? Happy Tuesday. I'm Nancy Yawner coming to you live from the heart of our home, our kitchen. I am with Love to List and Keller Williams Realty, where I share a little bit of real estate, a little bit of health, and a little bit of home with you on a consistent basis. So, why am I dressed up the way I'm dressed up? Well, if you haven't seen it yet, please check out our Facebook page and look for our very vintage video that we just did. We currently have 3 properties listed for sale right out of on the way out of leaving Leesburg, Virginia. We're in the town limits of Leesburg, but we're on the outskirts. Just as you're leaving Leesburg, we have not 1, not 2, but 3 properties for sale there, 2 that have houses, ramblers on them, and then 1 vacant lot. So it's a really interesting opportunity for someone who wants a multi-generational home and but don't want to live together, right? And actually, the people that are selling had that very situation. The parents were in one and the adult kids in the other. So anyways, I did a video last week with a little vintage flair to it, hence the reason why I'm dressed this way today. So check them out. They are residential, so they can be sold individually or can also be sold all together. So, oh, hey, Deb, how you doing? Thank you. Yeah, it's fun. I got this outfit at the Luckett's, one of my favorite stores. They have a vintage room upstairs, and so I got that there. Anyway, so I wanted to tell you about those 3 properties, and be sure to check out our video, okay? All right, so today's topic, I wanted to share with you my brother John and his colleague that have worked together for 25 years. He's an architect, and they came out and visited us last week to visit my mom and also to take a look at our property because we're going to be doing some renovating. And so he was getting, oh, hey, Carrie, how you doing? So he was getting together some plans so that we can start conversations with contractors depending on what we want to do here. So anyhow, John is just a wonderful person. He's an architect. He's very thoughtful. He's very interesting, very introspective, but also a jokester. Great family member, great community member, and really smart, and just really enjoyed his company. And his assistant, or Angelica, who's lovely, a lovely soul, was here, and she is really a health nut, really fun, really light person, and she shared a tip that I thought I would pass on to you. And basically, I'll tell you about that tip in a minute. Before I do, I wanted to let you know my favorite, or my most recent cookbook find is this one. It's Dinner in One. And if you're like me, I love cooking everything in one pan, one pot, whatever, so that I have very little mess. So this is a great book. It's written by Melissa Clark. It's on the New York Times bestseller. Really lots of beautiful pictures. And I mean, just like, who doesn't love that, right? So I'm really enjoying it. I'll let you know when I try some things. And, oh, Deborah, that's hilarious. And I'll certainly give a shout out to some of these recipes that I try. So I wanted to get that information to you. But what is this tip? This tip is, and I never thought about it before. I mean, it has to do with vegetables and juice. And I actually, whenever I am making a salad or whatever, cutting up vegetables, and I have the ends or the leaves of celery or onion peels and all that, I keep a frozen bag in the freezer so that I can make my own vegetable broth. I think I've shared that with you in the past. And but this was such a smart thing. And what it is we had made some asparagus. And as I was getting ready to throw the asparagus juice or water that it was cooked in down the drain. Angelica was like, no, 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 that's where all the nutrients are. And she said, you want to save it and put some lemon juice in it and have it like a little shot. So, lo and behold, I made some asparagus today, and I'm going to drain it here just a second. So then I drain the asparagus, and then I have all this water that smells so good. And I had made some earlier in the week because now I'm a fanatic about making sure I don't throw the vegetable water down the drain. So you just stick it, I made asparagus. You could do this with carrots, would be a good one. Green beans maybe would be a good one. And there you go. Can you see that? Yeah. So I now have asparagus water, and that stuff didn't go down the drain. And you put a little bit in a little juice glass. And I always have lemons and limes going, so just gonna squeeze some lemon in there. There you go. You could put, like, let me try it. I haven't tried it yet, but maybe just a hint. I don't salt my water when I make vegetables, so maybe just like a couple crystals of kosher salt or pink salt, something like that. I haven't tried it with that. But anyways, this is asparagus water. So good. So, so good. I'm telling you, if you like coconut water, there's all kinds of flavored water. Why not have vegetable flavored water? Okay? So good. I was so thirsty. Anyways, I want to tell you about some upcoming events. We are having, in the end of April, beginning of May, we are having a puzzle and game swap. You guys, you know, have you done puzzles before? And then you're like, once you've done them, what are you going to do with them? And maybe games that maybe kids have outgrown. And, you know, rather than bring them to the Goodwill, why don't you join us? We'll send you out the information. And we're going to be doing it at my friend's house. And bring those games, bring those puzzles, and swap till you drop. And it's going to be from 4 to 6. And like halfway through, we'll actually do the swapping. And that's a really fun thing that we do. So games and puzzles is going to be the swapping that we do in May. And then, oh, hey, Ann, how are you doing? Hi from Polly's Island. And so then in June, we are going, before the, you know, July, August hits. So like beginning of June, second week of June, we are going to be doing a shred event. So if you have things that you need to get rid of, you know, old tax documents, old bank statements, whatever, letters, whatever you need to shred, we're looking forward to seeing you at a shred event. And then in July, I won't be in the East Coast, but I'll be back in August and September. So anyhow, that's what's going on at Love to List. We actually are working hard. I'm getting some new listings to the market, and we just sold the nicest farmhouse out in Waterford. I talked about that in my on my personal page earlier in the week. Anyways, we're just so grateful for all of your support, even while I'm a dual state living lifestyle agent. So anyways, good to see everyone. If you came back or came for the replay, please let me know. And until I see you again next week, thumbs up, lots of love, and keep smiling. Okay? Okay. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.